afternoon, or good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us again for another beautiful video. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. And yeah, I just hope you're having a good day. Today, I've got scary ghost videos that'll ruin your pantaloons by Slapped Ham. Slapped Ham. We have a checkered past with Slapped Ham. More so with Slapped Ham's unfiltered, unregulated content of it either being something pretty decent for you and I, or it's pretty terrible. And it gets under my skin a little bit. But we don't need to go into all that. We can just jump right into this video and let's see what happens.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary videos no one can quite explain. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more mysterious content, just like this. This video, uploaded to YouTube by Michael D. McGee, seems to have caught something very eerie taking place. The clip begins in the middle of the day with the uploader assuring viewers that he's the only one home at the time. Be that as it may, the uploader explains he's heard the unnerving sound of footsteps coming from inside the house.
Middle of the day, I'm the only person in the house and just heard some footsteps going up and down the stairs.
The uploader points the camera down a set of stairs. Check out what he captures. Listeners are able to clearly hear the sound of feet pounding running up the stairs.
This is the exact same, well, not the exact same, but this is basically the same situation of a video that we watched last week. I can't remember exactly which video it was, but there was a guy recording, hearing footsteps, blah, 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 and he hears sprinting footsteps towards him, and then he underreacts. You know, if you want to see what I said about that in the last video, go right ahead. Please go watch the other video. But yeah, it's to summarize it, something like that would be extremely terrifying because you can't see, you can't defend yourself. So it's just the unknown just staring you right in the face and being intimidating. And you would be petrified. You'd be, whoa, 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 oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you know, no. I don't get scared easily. If something like that happened, it would scare the crap out of me, dude. My hairs would stand up. I'd probably poop my pants. This is another thing of underreacting. You know, let's move on.
The door at the top of the stairs slams shut. The camera holder is plunged into darkness. They sheepishly investigate the bathroom where another strange bit of activity is caught on camera. Take a look.
Mike? Charlie?
As the uploader asks if his roommates are in the bathroom, the cabinet door to the left suddenly moves. Still, it seems clear to the viewer that this is no practical joke. The bathroom closet door seems to pry itself ajar all on its own, and the uploader examines the space. There's no one around, yet there's no denying the odd occurrences took place. Were they the work of practical jokers after all, or the result of something more sinister?
Yeah. Just another case of underreacting. That's all it is. It ruins the possibility of it actually being something legitimized, because that's not how a normal person would react. It's not how any person would react with something like that. Even someone that's an entire skeptic, like they don't believe in any of that, it's all bullshit, through and through skeptic, they still would be petrified because they would never be able to explain something like that, and that would leave them stunned and shocked.
Similarly, this series of videos posted by Reddit user RUAmyC143 seems to have stumped even the most discerning of skeptics. The first clip sent Redditors into a frenzy in an attempt to decipher just what's going on in the 3-minute video. The uploader explains that she originally purchased the camera situated in her room as she had heard noises and seen odd figures in her house since she had moved in. The resulting clip is filled with odd shadows and dusty anomalies flitting by the camera. At around the 30-second mark, something eerie can be seen. Keep an eye on the doorway. As you can see, a strange figure creeps past the open door.
Yeah, there could be other people in the house. There could not be. If there isn't, holy crap, that's insane. But that could be very easily written off as there's just somebody else in the house that's just like whoosh walking by.
The figure appears to pace back and forth and is seen at multiple points throughout the video. Take a look at the 1-minute 16 mark. You can see the figure pace back across the doorway. Then again at the 1-minute 42 mark. While one of the top commenters floats the idea that the anomalies present in the video are nothing more than floating dust, the comment sets off a wave of similarly minded commenters agreeing with the idea that the contents of this video are alarming. The consensus seems to be that the figure is distressingly humanoid and worryingly seems to hang around the uploader's bedroom.
For it to be something so blatant and in your face like that, it either is proof of paranormal, that it was proven by specialists and experts that it wasn't doctored video by any means whatsoever, and that it is proof, or that's just somebody walking back and forth. That's all. It's just somebody walking back and forth in the darkness in the background. It's very simple.
In response to the attention the first clip received, the uploader chose to release a second clip, in an attempt to clarify just what exactly the area outside of her bedroom door looked like. The video shows the angle at which the camera was pointing, as well as the hall directly across from it.
In my hallway. Now if you watch where I go.
The video demonstrates that the figure would have walked straight into a wall adjacent to the doorway.
Here is the wall they walked into. I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
This makes it
The
unlikely
wall
to be simple.
they walked into. No, they were walking down your hallway. Yeah, like they're just walking this way. They're not like doing like a loop-de-loop and Harry Pottering that shit and walking into the wall. No. Stupid. They're walking down the hallway.
Watch where I go.
The video demonstrates that the figure would have walked straight into a wall adjacent to the doorway.
Here is the wall.
Oh, I see what she's talking about. The other side. The left of it. Boom. Right there. Where's that ghost coming from? You know, that's good. Right there. That's amazing. Because that shows that, like, unless there's someone pinned up against, like, the front of that cabinet right by the doorway and they just, like, walks really quick that way. That one's very difficult. That'd be more difficult to pull off and have it look so good. Interesting. That's good. Okay.
Adjacent to the doorway.
Here is the wall they walked into. I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
They wouldn't have walked into that wall. The other side of the door frame, there's nothing there except for that cabinet. That's interesting because they're walking back and forth, so they would have ran into that cabinet. But I don't know where she's obsessed with. Well, not obsessed. I don't know if she's pointing out this wall that they would have walked into. You saw in the video that she would the figure was just walking back and forth. It wasn't doing like a loop to loop and like running into the wall. It was walking back and forth. There's a couch over on our left right now. It's like it's an open room. She wouldn't. I don't know where you're getting this idea that it was walking into the wall.
This makes it unlikely to be simply a person pacing back and forth, as they would have been blocked by the wall.
Wall they walked into.
Adding to the cavalcade of supernatural activity surrounding the home, this third clip seems to further confirm the presence of something odd in the uploader's home. Take a look.
What are you trying to find?
Cats be tripping, man.
What do you see?
It is well documented through similar videos that cats seem to have an eye for the supernatural. Oftentimes, cat owners will catch their feline companions staring off into space, seemingly looking directly at nothing. While some may dismiss this as unknowable pet behaviour, others seem to take this as confirmation of the ability that cats can see ghosts and other supernatural beings. Thoroughly creeped out by the cat's behaviour, the uploader seems to take the event as proof that she's not the only one to have noticed odd activity in the home.
There's something with that wall. That's the same wall that keeps walking into.
Yeah, cats be tripping, man.
A fourth post seems to capture the same shadowy figure. This time we're treated to a still frame from one of the video feeds. Take a look. While the still frame is blurry, we can make out a strange shadowy figure standing in the middle of the room.
Well, what's the video feed?
The uploader does appear to be genuinely freaked out by the alleged hauntings, and judging by the footage, it would appear something mysterious does indeed appear to be happening in the home. Love to get your thoughts on this one in the comments section below. Home to dance challenges and viral videos, TikTok has become the internet's hub for candid ghost appearances. Such is the case with this video posted to TikTok by user Chloe Hart X. Originally intended to capture a funny dance, the video later revealed itself to be so much more.
Yikes.
As the text overlaying the video explains, the uploader had originally not even meant to upload this particular video to the site. However, upon further examining the video, it seems the uploader came to a frightening conclusion and knew she had to share it. See if you can see anything weird. Although the uploader is home alone, a mysterious figure is very clearly present on the stairs behind her. Watch again. While she's oblivious to the figure's presence at the time, one can only imagine just how horrified she would have been upon reviewing the footage. The figure seems to move with great speed. Without the uploader choosing to record at that moment, it's likely the odd figure would have gone completely undetected. As the uploader thought herself to be home alone, the figure on the stairs presents a degree of horror. Regardless of whether or not it's supernatural in nature, the intruder on the steps is enough to give viewers the creeps.
I'm skeptical right off the bat, because it's just too... I don't want to say it's too perfect, but it all adds up too well, if that makes sense. She puts on the video... I had no intentions of ever posting this, but look behind me on the stairs. I'm home alone. I don't think you are. I don't think you are home alone at all. At all. I think you're using this as a way to attract viewers and get attention and likes, which is fine. I'm not against that at all. I don't think that's a negative at all. But I don't think that this video should be taken seriously as a sort of piece of what could possibly be like a ghost video. This is not that. This is you. That's probably your family member, maybe possibly a roommate of some kind that is going down the stairs, and you probably had no intentions of uploading this because they caught you doing your stupid dance, until you're like, wait, I can cut this and be like, ooh, look at that. I had no intentions of ever posting this. I'm home alone. Yeah, that's my initial thought on it. If they can go into further detail about it, or the uploader can try and defend herself, sure, I'll look into it.
While some ghost sightings are captured completely by accident, other videos are captured more purposefully. Uploaded by YouTube user Jeremy Bateman, this video fits into that exact category. The clip begins with the uploader prompting an invisible presence to do something, anything, and show itself again.
Come on, slam it. Throw something, do something.
As viewers can safely assume the viewer began recording after something weird had taken place, viewers are left eagerly expecting a spirit or something to show itself once again from the start of the video.
Come on now, you can do it. Throw something. Open a cabinet door.
As if acting upon command, something strange is caught on camera. Take a look.
The hell?
On the left side of the screen, a pan or pot is seen moving by itself atop the stove.
The hell?
As though
That's very... That could be a string. If you look at the way that it's moving, it looks like there's a string attached to probably the hole in the handle where you normally would hang pots and pans, and someone standing on the other side of the fridge here pulling the string, because you can see the handle moves and moves and moves, and once it turns, it's facing the fridge at a certain angle, it pulls it that way. That very, very easily can be a string.
on the left side of the screen, a
See,
pan
look.
or pot is seen moving by itself atop
Moves
the
the handle over
stove.
here, and once it hits right there, yep, there's a string
The hell?
inside of Ritz. There's a string probably right there that did that.
As though playing with the uploader, the alleged ghost appears to do nothing more after the uploader acknowledges that the pan is moving. While still attempting to push the ghost to its limits in order to confirm it's truly there, the uploader asks the ghost once again to open a cabinet door or open the microwave.
Open a cabinet door. Open the microwave.
The video then ends without another event. Filmed back in 2015, this clip has its fans and detractors. Some believe it to be a simple parlor trick, and that string or wire may be the culprit in moving the pot.
It is. Yeah, look how it moves. Yeah.
The hell?
Others think the video shows some ghostly activity, with the uploader's demands coming off quite genuine.
Open the microwave.
The fact that only one small piece of strange activity is recorded adds credence to the footage. It's not over the top. But as
Also, I just want to point out once again, underreactions. Terrible acting. Us as humans have learned to be able to immediately detect someone that is or isn't acting, and if they're doing it good or not. You know, we've all watched a shitload of movies, probably more than we should have in our life. We can very easily spot bad acting. And this is one of those cases as well. It's underreactions that stand out the most in these type of videos, unfortunately. And this is another case of one of those underreactions. The pot slides around, gets pulled a little bit towards the fridge, and the guy goes, huh? Huh? And the kid's just, there's obviously a child next to him just repeating everything that he's saying. And the kid had zero reaction to something moving on its own. That as well is like, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Just keep that in mind if you guys are going and watching other videos and stuff like that, that there's things that people don't necessarily detect on their first view that I sometimes unfortunately am good at detecting. It's just underreactions. It's bad acting. It's a red flag immediately. And it could be written off in everyone reacts differently. Everyone, they're not like you. They're not like you. Wouldn't react like you. And I was like, I get that. But there's also a level. There's a line more so of how anyone would react, not just me. How anyone would react and how this individual is reacting. Something, if you witness legitimate paranormal / poltergeist activity, your heart sinks, man. Your heart sinks to your stomach, and you're just kind of left frozen and shocked because you don't know what to do. You've been alive in this world for 20 some odd years or whatever, and you know the laws of reality and physics, and that just gets stumped right before your eyes. And you're like, you don't know what to do. So there is that difference of underreacting and how this person is reacting and how the norm is for what everybody would react like in this situation.
Always, I'll throw this out to you. What do you think? String or paranormal pantomime? Let me
String.
know down below.
String.
The hell? Open a cabinet door.
In this video, Reddit user Brick Whimsy seems to have captured something eerie on camera. The camera holder walks through an unknown and seemingly abandoned hospital. As they film the dark and empty hallways, something unnerving happens.
What did you say? This was an abandoned hospital?
In this video, Reddit user Brick Whimsy seems to have captured something eerie on camera. The camera holder walks through an unknown and seemingly abandoned hospital. As they film the dark and empty hallways, something unnerving happens. Take a look.
It must not be fully abandoned because there's obviously electricity on the other side of that door. There's lighting. I don't think that's fully abandoned. It might be one of those situations where half the hospital is abandoned, the other half isn't. Slapped ham, I feel like you should be a bit more descriptive on that, because my initial thought is, well, you just lied to me immediately. That's obviously not abandoned because abandoned buildings do not have functioning electricity running through them. Simple as that. Ooh, that's freaky.
As you can see, a curtain begins to draw all on its own.
Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh.
Clearly frightened, the uploader moves towards the corner in an attempt to check for any person or presence responsible for pulling back the curtain.
Ooh.
After making certain that there's no one there, the uploader immediately makes a run for it, ending the video then and there. While it's easy to see why the uploader would have been so freaked out, both the uploader and viewer are left questioning just what it was that moved the curtain. The video has prompted much discussion on Reddit, with most comments agreeing that the video is beyond creepy. Sadly, the OP hasn't given an update or told anyone where it was filmed, so for now, this clip will have to remain a mystery. Posted by Reddit user Shadow12, this next clip appears to show...
We've seen this video. This was a video that we reacted to. It was last week, I believe. Yeah, we talked about it. This picture frame kind of jolts to the left side here a bit, and I kind of talked about what it could potentially be. And actually had one of my viewers pointed out something that's really I didn't think about, is that there could be a vent of some kind, either here or here, that's pushing it, you know, because that's how physics works when you have a force of air pressing against a movable object. But yeah, we're gonna skip ahead to the next one. Tesla senses the dead.
Listeners may marvel at just how far technology has come. It's safe to say that even the most die-hard Tesla fans wouldn't claim the supercar can sense the dead. That is, until they've seen this video. Posted to TikTok by I Am Edgar, this clip shows the uploader as they slowly drive through a cemetery. Check out what happens. Taken in the middle of the day, there's clearly no one anywhere near the car. The Tesla's smart technology, however, seems to capture someone regardless. The sensor, indicating that a person's nearby, flickers on and off as the uploader drives through the cemetery, seemingly indicating the disappearing and reappearing presence is just outside the car.
I don't want to just be the one that writes this off immediately, but it's just the flowers. It's just the flowers that are standing up. Some of them are 2-3 feet tall. It's just the flowers. That's it. The car doesn't recognize a human from just another object. It senses that there's something there, and it shows that it detects whether it's a vehicle or possibly a pedestrian, and those are the two icons that it displays, pedestrian or vehicle, like you see here. There's a vehicle, there was a pedestrian right here. But you notice there's all these flowers right here, and they're slowly moving, and that's why it's jumping around like different places, because the sensor is detecting all of these objects that it could hit. That's what the sensor does, and it's doing its job properly. It just looks freaky on the software.
The camera pans over, showing once again that there's clearly no one visible.
Yeah.
Enough to give anyone the chills. Some may argue the Tesla is simply malfunctioning, just to help themselves sleep at night. There are a few clips going around the internet showing Teslas detecting people that aren't there. However, the fact that this one was caught in a cemetery makes it that much more chilling. Viewers will have to decide for themselves as to what exactly it is they're seeing.
It's the
A
flowers.
super advanced
Look
computer.
how tall some of those flowers are. Those are some pretty tall flowers. The software is doing its job. It's just trying to detect something that the vehicle can hit and to stay away from. That's all it's doing. I have seen other videos of the camera for the Tesla software picking up something when nothing is there. That's interesting. That could also be written off as just the software malfunctioning, probably needs to update, blah, 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 logical stuff. Those are more interesting. This one, the only thing it really has going for it is the fact that it's in a cemetery and it's detecting people in its software, but it only displays two icons, vehicles, pedestrians. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's video.
How you doing?
Hey,
I'm Callan, and this
oh,
is Slapped Ham.
what is this? Oh my gosh. Give me a heart attack here. Yeah, that is going to do it for today's video. I appreciate you guys stopping by. There was not a whole lot that was super interesting about that video. There's a few things that we have seen before, just different videos of it. Like we all kind of know that cats can kind of sense something that we can't see, which makes sense because they can see things we can't. They have night vision. Lo and behold. But yeah, that was all right. Not a whole lot to discuss. A lot of it's kind of more explainable than other videos that we've watched together before. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's video. I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps, and I greatly appreciate it. But yeah. Also, if there's something that you noticed that I didn't, or something that you think I should have discussed in further detail, please leave a comment below. Let me know. And I would love to chat with you guys in the comments. I love doing that. But yeah, I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one.